I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. I know heartbreaks, I know setbacks. Bitch, if I crap out, I'ma get back. I know ups and downs, you know I've been around, but to me, it's all a part of the game. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. We are back with this week's review, recap, top 10 WTF moments, predictions, all that good stuff for Raising Kanan, y'all. Woo! This episode has some tea in it, honey. It was piping hot, okay? Piping hot tea. Make sure y'all stay around to the end because I do have some sneak peeks for next season. So I'm not gonna talk too much. We're just gonna get right into this week's episode entitled The Cost of Business. Number 1, y'all, Raquel is really a shooter out here. So Joanna, the Dominican wife of the corner store owner, she got Rock to last homeboy with the blicky. Bow! Oh, this nigga thought it was sweet. Rock blasted that nigga, left him stinking. Leave you stinking, nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga?
I go hard in them paint. Leave you stinking. What the thinking?
Left that nigga stinking, y'all. Rock did all this because she needed Joanna to really talk to her cousin because Rock really needs this plug. So the plug, Joaquin, met with Rock again, and he basically told her, like,
it seems like you got a little bit too much going on. Like, I can't trust this.
He's also been following her and knows that she be meeting up with Detective Howard, y'all. So he told her that she's going to have to prove to him that Detective Howard is on their team. Otherwise, he can't fuck with her. Whoo, y'all know Raquel be thinking out the box, and y'all know she be going to some extremes sometimes. So I'm really curious as to what kind of scheme she's gonna try to pull off to convince Joaquin that Detective Howard is not the ops.
Even though that nigga really is the ops. Because, hello, he's police.
Rock definitely got it cracking. She proved to me that she's just not the brains of the operations, but she really about that life. So I wonder how many other bodies Rock got under her belt. Number 2. Raquel kicks Marvin out of the crew, y'all. I was really shocked by that. And Marvin was a crackhead. So apparently back when Kanan and Jukebox were babies, Marvin went to jail because they had their operation going, and this nigga started using the product and was using the product and selling out of his own home and got caught the fuck up, y'all. I did not know that he was a damn crackhead.
It explains so much why his brain cells fucked up, okay? Because that nigga do not be thinking sometimes. So it makes perfectly good sense that the drugs done fucked him up.
I ain't gonna lie though, it did make me think back to the time in the beginning of the season when Marvin was fucking with Tony and she was doing the coke, and he was like, oh no, I don't do that shit, I just sell it.
And it's like, you don't do that shit no more. Be specific, Marvin.
But yeah, I'm really shocked that she kicked Marvin out of the crew. I don't know if this is gonna be a permanent thing or if Marvin gonna be on his own shit.
Because I've been seeing online how there's rumors that Marvin is a breeze. And if you remember from Power, the first Power, Kanan kept reiterating the fact to Tariq that somebody named Breeze put him, Tommy, and Ghost onto the game.
And it kind of seemed like Marvin is the one introducing Kanan into the game. So maybe Marvin is going to start his own crew, start going by Breeze, and he really is going to be the one to help Kanan get into the game. Because I cannot see his mama helping him for real, because that boy be doing too damn much. Number 3, Lulu took half of Crown's business. And it was about good goddamn time because Crown don't know what he doing and he don't have no money.
Lulu was like, yeah, I was helping you, pay your debts off, but now consider this my investment into your company.
Acting like he wasn't about to try to sign, and Lulu just pulled out the strap and was like, oh, you signing, my nigga. And I can foresee this actually going somewhere. I think that Lulu is about to really be on his Quincy Jones shit. Whoever the fuck Marvin was trying to call him, trying to be funny, I really do think that Lulu about to start getting his shit off.
One thing that did rub me the wrong way still is just, this girl is so annoying, y'all, and we clearly know that she is just using Lulu to get ahead. She's using him so she can get her brother on. She's sitting up there reading over stuff, talking about her brother, and Lulu just looking at her like,
yeah, okay, bitch. I got my eye on you.
As he should have from the get-go. I don't know why he wiped her. Like, boy, you could have just fucked and left her alone. Why?
Are you too blind to see? Number 4. Oh, poor little Nicole. Really is dead and gone.
Jukebox and Kanan showed up to her funeral, and her mama showed her whole ass, y'all. The daddy tried to warn Juke, like, hey, you need to get up out of here. She about to start acting a fool. And lo and behold, the mama came over there. Get out of here. You killed my daughter. Blah, blah, blah. You and your blue cat. Listen, your daughter killed herself because she's a crackhead. Juke ain't make her do that shit. Juke don't do drugs.
Don't blame Juke, but Juke really... Y'all, I know she grieving, but girl, you was acting real slow. So she went to go break into Nicole's house once her parents were gone, just to go sit in her room, look at her stuff. She sat up and watched the tape that they recorded at the mall, their little singing debut, and was just sitting in Nicole's room. She heard the family come in, the daddy come in the room, like, you need to go. The mama like, I done called the police because they clearly saw their window busted. Y'all, Juke just sat there and let the police come and arrest her. Now, luckily, it was some black police officers that came. But,
Nicole mom and them lied about how she died and lied and tried to say her heart stopped or whatever. Y'all know how people do when their kids be some little crackheads and they don't want to, okay, yeah, So, yeah, they lied, said that she died from, like, cardiac arrest or something.
And Juke ended up finding the blue cap in Nicole's room, so she definitely know how she really died. But like I said, it was just lucky for Juke. I think that she got picked up by some black police officers because they were taking her in. She did have that blue cap in her pocket. And they ended up getting an alert saying that there's a detective somewhere looking out for her and got her name in the system as leave her alone. And at first, I thought it was Detective Howard. But from the preview, I know for a fact that it was Detective Burke. And I'll get into that in a little bit later when we discuss the preview. Y'all know how we do. Yes! Get this bitch Davina up out of here. So, yes, it's sad. Davina mama was missing for over a month. She was supposed to be going to go visit some family, allegedly. And Davina was left with her little sister, Tanisha. And comes to find out, Davina mama dead, y'all. She done overdosed, maybe. Or maybe Unique killed her. I don't know. Because what happened to Unique's little promise about, oh, yeah, I'm going to take care of your mama. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Make sure y'all straight.
Y'all, what if he got the information and just went and killed Davina mama anyway? Or sold her some drugs that killed her? What if?
But yeah, I'm sorry your mama died, Davina girl, but I'm glad you got picked up because she really gets on my nerves, y'all. Like, she gets on my nerves. I do not know why Kanan is in love with this girl. She just annoys me.
So I'm eager to see where Kanan and her relationship is going to go now that she is in foster care. Number 6. So Detective Howard is really on Rock's ass. So he pulled up on her, made her get out and walk around with him and have a talk with him. And he told her that he is not going to stop until Kanan knows that he is his daddy. He is pressed. Raquel still don't know that he's sick, and that's the reason why he wants him to know that that's his son. But he is serious. He said he's not going to give up until she says something. And I personally think, from the preview, like I said, I'm going to talk about the preview in a minute. But I think that Raquel is going to tell him that he going to have to turn the other way while she do some fuck shit to prove to Joaquin, the new plug, that Detective Howard is on their side. And she's going to promise him that she's going to tell Kanan whatever he want to know about his dad. For real. I think that she about to just try to use Detective Howard to get her new plug.
Oh, yeah. And,
that nigga DEFCON gay, y'all. Y'all. DEFCON is really gay. I'm done. I'm done.
And another thing, yes, it was confirmed that Detective Howard was too old to be fucking with Rock. She was 16 and this nigga gonna say something, well, you told me you were 17. Sir, you were grown, you were an undercover cop. So it kind of gave me vibes like Detective Howard was undercover and was like in DEFCON crew or something, and Rock was on some bullshit. I still need to know what really happened with their relationship, because we're not getting enough tea.
DEFCON is gay, y'all. She was his cover. Y'all. Too much tea for me. Number 7. Speaking of tea, child, Rock done told Kanan that she had D-Wiz off. She didn't tell him that Lulu the one who did it, but she did admit that she was behind it and that if it was between her son and D-Wiz, D-Wiz had to go because the streets needed a body. She don't feel bad about it at all.
But you could tell from the look on Kanan's face, that nigga is about to retaliate. before this series is over, Kanan is definitely killing his mama. She done did too much to him in the name of moving on up. And I feel like this nigga, that's what's really gonna turn him into a stone cold ruthless killer. We saw him kill his son, and I still believe that he's gonna kill his mama. I can't believe she told him.
Like, I know Rock ain't scared of Kanan, and she ain't worried about what he gonna do, but I feel like she needs to be. And Kanan low-key already knew his mama and them had something to do with it, so the confirmation of it all, you could see that rage in his face. And it's still irritating to me and stupid to me that they showed us Juke see D-Wiz get into the car with Lulu. Why did y'all make that such a point that Juke seen this if it wasn't going to be her that told Kanan that happened? Unless Kanan gonna go tell Juke, like, oh yeah, my mom's had D-Wiz murdered, and Juke gonna be like, oh yeah, I already knew that, and you know it's gonna cause them to fall out or something, because what was the point in them having us see that? What was number 8? So I told y'all that Tony, the white girl, the white cokehead girl, was gonna be back, and boy was I right. So after Rock kicked Marvin out of the crew, Marvin needs to go get his money back up. So Marvin went to Tony and was like, yeah, I fronted you some shit and I need it back. So where my money at? And he in the office with her and she keeps saying, well, what do you need the money for? What do you need the money for? Like really pressing the issue. And it's like, girl, Marvin ain't no idiot.
Well, he is. Let me take that back. Marvin is an idiot, but not the type of idiot that you're trying to make him out to be, girl. Relax, okay? This nigga been doing this shit for a long time, okay?
Ain't shit slick to a can of oil. He like, you know what, bitch? I'm out. So we see under her desk that she has a recorder. And then she goes out into the club following after this nigga. And there's some police officers telling her that she needs to get something or they're taking her ass in because they busted her for distributing drugs throughout the club.
But that nigga Symphony was definitely in the background, overheard the conversation. He was over there, you know, cleaning out his little dishes. I be forgetting this nigga worked at the club because he got all these different jobs and shit.
Nigga Symphony heard everything, and you know he already know what's going on because he the police himself. So he the one told his little cop friends to go in there and harass Tony anyway. He the one gave them the tip, told them that she was distributing drugs to the club anyway. They trying to make it seem like he just listening over there watching his little dishes and shit. Like he about to go tell Rock, which he probably will. Cause you know he gotta stay on her good side, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I still think this nigga Symphony the police. I wanna say he not, I really do. I wanna believe that he not, but y'all. That nigga the police. Like bro, you're the police.
Number 9. Y'all. Okay, I already know Lulu ain't dead, but Unique, you really forced it, my boy.
I was really riding for Unique. I really liked his character, but you done came after the wrong brother, okay?
So they came with their little Molotov. Yeah, I learned what the word is this episode. Don't play. So they had their little Molotov bombs and they machine guns, and they went and lit Lulu ass up. He was like, no, I'm off for the night, Rock. Don't call me. I ain't with this shit. Nope, I ain't answering. I have a little drink. Next thing you know, his nigga house is on fire, y'all.
The roof is on fire.
Okay, that was too soon. I'm sorry, Lulu. But yeah, so Marvin asked, boy, I wish you knew how to drive. This nigga always trying to run somebody over and failing, boy. Hello, his insurance company is sick of him. Anyway, Marvin ass ended up seeing the fire, pulling up, saving Lulu.
He came, was shooting, blah, 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 was missing again. This nigga was probably cracked out then. No, let me stop. No, but Big Bro came and got little bro at the house. I'm gonna need for this nigga to learn CPR because he just dragged this nigga out the house. I'm like, come on, my nigga, breathe. It's like, okay. But yeah, if he knew CPR, maybe could have helped him a little bit more. But yeah, so I don't really believe that Lulu's dead, but that shit was crazy, okay?
Rock and them obviously gonna know that Unique them was the one who did this. Rock knew about Unique trying to flip Lulu and all that shit. So I'm anxious to see how they gonna retaliate because you know they is. They not finna let this go down. Rock is not finna let this go unpunished. Lulu is her right hand. So it's about to get ugly. Number 10. So let's just get right into next week's preview because I got a couple of things that I need to tie into this episode into next episode. So first things first, we see the preview opening up with Raquel talking to Detective Howard, and she tell him, if I do this for you, detective, I need to get a pass.
So that causes me to believe, like I said earlier, that she's going to promise him that she's going to tell Kanan that he's his father if he looked the other way while she do some bullshit so she can prove to Joaquin that Detective Howard ain't the op.
Then we see Rock talking to Kanan and saying, You deserve the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you no more.
Girl, you still gonna be lying. We know she ain't finna tell this nigga the whole truth. She finna lie and say some bullshit. She better not lie and try to tell Kanan that Detective Howard done raped her or something. Cause child, I mean, technically, it was rape because that nigga was grown as hell. But she better not. She better not.
Then we see a clip of Juke with her face beat up. I don't know who she done got into a fight with, but she's beat up. And she's talking to Detective Burke.
Which, like I said earlier, that is the detective who had the alert on her name.
Detective Burke is wanting to figure out why Detective Howard is so obsessed with this family. So I feel like she is trying to get on Juke's good side. But anyway, you can see Juke sitting down talking to Detective Burke and warning her that all the police officers are in danger. And Detective Burke is asking her why is she telling her this, and she tells her that she's just sick and tired of seeing people get hurt.
Girl, please don't. You falling in love with this bitch too?
Then we see Marvin setting something on fire, and then in the next clip, we hear Marvin asking Rock, what's next? It looks like they're in a hospital waiting room, probably right after, you know, he saved Lulu. And then we see a car getting shot up, a truck exploding, and Rock saying, a revolution. So y'all, usually when they don't show too much in the preview for the following week, you know it's about to be some shit going down. So I am convinced that these last 2 episodes of this season are about to be explosive.
I said explosive. Explosive.
I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I am geeked. I am ready. Ooh, y'all, I just know they about to do some crazy ass shit. Now, if you stayed this long and, you know, stuck around, I do have a bonus number 11. And that is some previews of some characters for next season. So according to the Instagram page, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, there will be 4 new characters introduced next season. And we also have a little information about these characters. We have Latoya Luckett, who will be joining the Power Universe, and she will play Kenya, Jukebox mother, and Marvin's ex. She left their family when Jukebox was very young, tried to make it in LA as a singer, but 3 years ago, she moved back to New York. Upon her return, she settles in Harlem, where church is a big part of her life.
And if y'all remember, Lulu did say that Jukebox mama left him, well, was fucking around on him with a New York Knicks player, and then got turned out by the whole league. So it's about to be some tea next season, y'all, because child, what? Whew.
And then we have Paulina Singer, and she will portray SZA, and she is a beautiful up-and-coming singer looking to make a name for herself with Lulu and Crown's label. Then we have Crystal Brown, who will play Renee Timmons, and she is Marvin's anger management therapist. Renee can hold her own with anyone, especially the people that attend her class and need help working through their issues.
Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
And then we have Omar Dorsey
With Hollywood from Queen Sugar. I was so happy to see this. I love Hollywood. Okay, yes, Hollywood, I love you.
Omar Dorsey will be playing Cartier Dunn's Fareed, who is handsome, charismatic, overflowing with confidence, and always dressed to kill. Cartier sucks up all the oxygen in any room in which he steps. He has vision for business, expanding into less crowded markets like DC and Baltimore, and even into other types of business like music and art.
So maybe, if anything, Dorsey is playing Breeze. If it ain't Marvin, it's gonna be him.
I'm excited for these last 2 episodes of this season. This episode was good. They dropped so much tea. What did y'all think of this week's episode? And what do y'all think is going to happen in next week's episode? Make sure you leave some comments down below. And before you go, make sure you like and subscribe. And check out some other videos on my channel before you go, because y'all feeling the vibes. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. And I will see you all next week for another episode of Raising Kanan. Money, make money when she hit the van. I'ma take money. So